just yesterday was my 5-year, sobriety anniversary. I wouldn't have imagined that I'd be doing any of these things ever in my life. Good friend of mine at work knew I had really gotten into live music and had told me about this music festival, and she suggested that we go, and it was Healing Appalachia. So I found out about the organization that way and started reaching out to people, asking if I could help in any way. And I think it was right after I had celebrated a year, they asked me to get up on stage in front of 10,000 people and, tell my story a little bit. It was a big moment in my life, but, things kept going, and I kept talking with the organization, asking if I could help, is there anything I can do? I'd done a 100-hole hike for another charity organization, and just one random day, and it was 2023 in the summer, didn't have much notice, or I said, hey, I want to do this 100-hole hike, and I want the proceeds to go to you guys. And they're like, we don't know what that is, but sure. And I don't know if they thought I'd follow through on it, but I did, and it was pretty successful the first year, and I thought it was one and done. And then they're like, hey, when are you getting it fired up for this year? And so we did it again last year, and then I thought we were done again, and then here we are in year 3. Really helpful for me to try and help other people and give back, because there were a lot of people around here that supported me before addiction and after. It is pretty tough to play 100 holes of golf in a day. It does wear you down, and it doesn't make things easy where I do it in South Florida in what I think is the hottest month of the year down there, and the hottest, most humid month, which is in September down there. And so I'll play 100 holes. I'll start at 7 in the morning, and I'll finish up at about 7 or so at night. So about 12 hours out there in the sun on the golf course, and I just fly through and play as fast as I can. When I came up with the idea to do the 100-hole hike, it was just, I was like, all right, I'll raise the money for Healing Appalachia. I really appreciate them for this, because it's given it more meaning and more incentive for me. But we're doing a little bit of stuff in Southwest Virginia, but we're not doing much. So is there any treatment centers or anything there that and would be a good place for us to give the money that you raised? I stopped believing in accidents a long time ago, and it was just, it was a God thing. Like, God had me back here at that particular time, at that particular meeting. Once I found out about Eagles Nest and what you guys did over here, there were no questions that needed to be asked. It was like, that was the place that I wanted to benefit from the fundraiser. The faith, first and foremost, because that's been, in these last 5 years, that's been the most significant thing for me, and the most significant difference is my relationship with God. Thank goodness I have, because that's what's gotten me here today, and that's what has made me really believe in what y'all are doing here. And then alcoholism, the opioid epidemic, just addiction in general, is how big of a deal it was in this area and how hard this area had been hit. But outside of our little bubble here, people don't really know. And, so I try to tell people all the time, people that don't even know the Appalachian region, we got a serious problem here. And, thank goodness that we have organizations like you guys at Eagles Nest to go out and help people, man, because, we really need to spread the word even more that, there are people here that are making a difference in the fight, and we just got to continue to support those and rally around those people that are doing the right things for our community. So would love any support the people out there can give, whether it's a couple of dollars or just spreading the word about the fundraiser, that it's happening. It's cool to see. I actually see where the money goes, and it's really making a difference.